Angels have 14 abilities that humans do not, according to the Bible. The sixth ability is a control over animals. In Daniel chapter 6, Daniel was thrown into a den of lions because he refused to worship anyone other than God. But when he was down there, God sent an angel to shut the mouth of the lions. And since one angel probably couldn't hold multiple lions' mouths shut just with his hands, it's most likely that the angel just controlled the lions and told them to be calm, similar to how in Star Wars a Jedi can connect with and control animals with the Force. Angels have 14 abilities that humans don't, according to the Bible. The seventh ability is that they can make humans mute for an extended period of time. We see this in Luke chapter 1, where the angel Gabriel comes to tell Zechariah that he and his wife are going to have a kid, even though they were both over 85 years old at the time. Zechariah didn't end up believing Gabriel, so Gabriel made him mute until the time his son John was born. We also see this in Luke chapter 14, where a demon possesses a boy, making the boy mute. But when Jesus cast out the demon, the boy was able to speak once again. Remember that demons are just angels who rebelled against God, which adds to this idea that angels do indeed have this ability. Angels have 14 abilities that humans do not, according to the Bible. The eighth ability is flight, which might seem obvious at first, but let me explain, because it's a little bit more complicated than you might think. Angels besides cherubim and seraphim are never actually described in the Bible as having wings, looking more like humans whenever they do show up in the Bible. But in the last book of the Bible, Revelation 14:6, John describes seeing an angel flying directly overhead. So if John isn't talking about cherubim or seraphim, angels have the ability to fly weightless, similar to how Superman does it in his movies. Angels have 14 supernatural abilities according to the Bible. The ninth ability is virokinesis, or an ability to induce sicknesses. We know this because in Job chapter 2, where Satan, who himself is an angel, is able to, and I quote, afflict Job with painful sores from the soles of his feet to the top of his head. Satan being able to inflict this disease on a human tells us that other angels should have this same ability to inflict humans with diseases at their own will. Angels have 14 insane abilities far beyond human capability, according to the Bible. The 10th ability is a control over the wind. We see this in Job chapter 1, where God gives permission for Satan to test this man named Job's faith by taking away things in his life. And one of the things that happens to Job is that winds come down and knock down all the walls in his house, killing all of his children. And since it was Satan doing this, and he is an angel, it makes me think that angels have a similar ability to that of airbenders in Avatar: The Last Airbender.